So for step 25, attaching the gearbox, you can see that we actually have 4 screws coming up from the bottom into the gearbox, and then we have 2 screws from the top. So the bottom are using the flathead, the flat-headed tapping screws. You can get that there. And then coming in from the top, they're going to be the rounded ones, the BA8s. So I'll just set this up and let's attach it. So because most of the screws that are being used to attach the chassis are coming up from the bottom, that's where we pretty much should start. So if we grab our gearbox and turn it upside down, you're going to notice that there are 4 screws going into the very bottom, and that's going to sit just like that. So we're going to take our screws and start screwing them in. And again, I'm only going to start it because I want to make sure that everything's seating properly. So, and I'm going to crisscross it again. Start it from there. And again on the other side. Yeah. Shock towers are going to help with this because we're going to be able to use it as a bit of a brace as we screw this in and hold the body in place. Now, most of that is pretty much in. I guess I could screw this one down just a little bit more, but I don't want to yet because I want to have that attached, but now I want to make sure that the top is actually getting attached properly too. And you can see they're going to go into that hole and then into the back side of it. So we're going to put that screw right there and start screwing it in, and same with the other side. And in fact, what I'm going to do now is actually screw those in all the way. And you'll feel it because you're going from hard plastic to hard plastic. So, you know, don't over tighten, but you know that they're in because the hard plastic offers resistance. So now let's screw these in all the way. And I'm going to hold this a bit differently because I'm going to put a little bit more pressure on this. So I don't want to do any damage to the shock towers. So I'm kind of going crisscross just to make sure that nothing is binding, but that they're all still moving pretty smooth. Yeah. Last minute sort of adjustment. But this is feeling okay. Yep. So there we go. There are our bottom 4 screws in place, and there are our top screws in place. So the front and rear gearboxes are now in place. We're done. So that is step 25. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to step 26. And again, this is where we're going to come back to the steering tie rods and make sure everything is in the correct position.